Today, I want to take a look at some of the crucial items you should have in your backpack if you're going to Japan Celebration 2025. My name's Tony, and I will be covering everything and anything related to Star Wars Celebration all the way up into the show and all 3 days of the event. So if you guys are interested in going to Celebration and want more info, be sure to subscribe, hit that like, and any questions you guys have, drop down in the comments. This video, I kind of wanted to show you all the things that I have already or I'm getting to have in my backpack for day one of Japan. We're less than a year away right now from walking into that very first day. And I kind of want to show you guys some of the things that are kind of obvious that you might know, and some things that maybe you didn't think of. So I'll have affiliate links for everything down in the description from Amazon. You could use those, or you could kind of just use this video as a reference and pick these items up from whatever's most convenient from you. Maybe you're in a country where Amazon doesn't exist, or maybe you could get this somewhere local or whatever. But I kind of want you guys just to know this is what I'm planning on bringing and the reasons why I'm going to go over with each item. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is this heavy duty extra large event badge holder. Now, the first time I did this was for London, and I'm so glad that I did. So you don't have to get this, but like for me, I like keeping my badges and keeping them in like pristine, clean condition. So like this is what it looks like right here. So there's my London 4-day badge, right? It fits in there perfect and is fully protected. So the whole time, no scratches, it didn't bend. And if I take this bad boy out, look at it, crispy mint, like the very first day, no nothing. So I love this thing. Shout out to my boy Ty. He's the one that put us onto this. So that's something to keep in mind. It's something small, but you could literally order it. They sell them on here in a single, in a 5-pack in case you're going with the group. So definitely we'll be ordering that 5-pack just to have extras on me in case. But this is something I definitely recommend if you want to keep your badge in like good condition. Because like my Chicago 2019 badge, it's like bent in half because yeah, it's rough. So that was the first item, and this is the exact one that I have because I measured it. So the measurements of this is exactly 3.25, 3.5 by 5.25. So it fits perfect. It still has a little bit of room to breathe. It's not like crammed in there. The next one is just going to be a power bank. Now that's kind of obvious, and most people probably realize that I will bring one. So the one that I have is this Rav Power. I've had this one for years, but it's this exact one isn't on Amazon anymore. So I found a similar one, and I actually might order this one because like I don't want to I'm gonna bring this to Japan, but I don't want this to like, stop working magically while I'm in Japan. So I like this particular one because it's cheap. With the coupon, it's 20 bucks, but it does have the 3 USB, but it also has a type C spot as well. So it comes in multiple different colors. So I mean, you could use this one, or if you scroll down, look, there's a bajillion to choose from. So you guys could take a look which style you like, which brand, which price point. But definitely, I highly recommend having this in your bag. That way, you could charge up your phone, your cameras, your iPads, your laptops, whatever you bring with you. Because usually, celebrations are very long days. So, you definitely want to have some sort of portable charger. And I bring two with me. I bring a power bank, and then I bring this right here. I love this Anchor magnetic charger because it's like quick and easy. Say you're standing in a long line waiting, you take your phone out, slap it on, and that bad boy is charging right away. And it also has like a little stand built into it too, which is pretty convenient, right? So you could use it as a stand, etc., etc. But like literally, you could just have this in your pocket when you need a quick charge. Boom, super convenient. Now, there's probably like a million similar brands on here, so you don't have to get the Anchor one. But this is the one that I have. I have had no issues with it. I love this thing. So definitely another good option to have with you. Next is a poster tube. Now, my first couple celebrations, I didn't bring one. And I think the third one, I kind of regretted not having it because you do get a lot of free posters at the show and you don't realize it. Some of the panels give out free posters. Some of the vendors give out free posters. So like you'll go to celebration not anticipating buying or picking up any posters and leave with a ton. So it doesn't hurt. I like this one because it's super cheap, but it's small and it extends to be larger. So this one, I literally was small enough to just keep it in my backpack, which was super convenient. Or you could wear it over your sleeve, however you want to do it. But literally, I recommend bringing some sort of poster tube because you do end up getting a lot of free posters at panels from exhibitors. So just keep that in mind, something that you might not realize or think about. All right, next, a water bottle. My first two celebrations, Orlando and Chicago, didn't bring a water bottle, constantly buying sodas, beers, and that adds up quick. For Anaheim, I bought this exact Owala water bottle, right? I got a bunch of my stickers on it. I got a bunch of like my Celebration London stickers on it. I got my little podcast sticker on there for Dark Side Secrets. But this water bottle, I use this every day, and I got this in 2022. So I love this brand. It's super convenient. And like the thing that sold me when I saw this, because I really don't care about water bottles, but the fact that you could sip it like a regular water bottle, or it has a straw built in, you could use the straw. I was like, yo, that is super convenient. And then, I do happen to love Boba Fett. So you see Boba Fett on it. This is the Boba edition. They did do a bunch of Star Wars themed ones, right? As you can see here in this picture, Boba, Vader, Stormtrooper, Grogu, Mando. So there's those. But if you don't care about having a theme water bottle, they come in like a million different colors, all different prices, maybe a little bit cheaper. So I got the link for both down in the description for this Boba Fett one, and then just this one that has the multiple colors, the multiple sizes, right? But I love this water bottle with the passion. Now, if you already have one, you're good to go. Just remember to bring it because you could fill it up. Water fountains everywhere there. You could fill it up before you go in. So definitely a water bottle is a must for your backpack for celebration. Next is this Itoya Art Portfolio. So I have two different sizes I'm going to show you guys. This thing is the best invention ever because literally, here's mine right here. And I got a bunch of stickers that I got from people at celebration, a bunch of friends. Like my Itoya is stacked, but literally, I have all my photo ops in here. So like I always get copies of my photos, so I frame it, but I keep all my photos in here, right? So if you do a photo op, this is perfect for that. If you get like an autograph and it's on a photo, you could just put it right in here. Also, when I print my tickets like for photo ops and autographs, I always print a copy just in case and I keep it in here too. So this way everything that I need for any autograph, photo op is in this book together. Now, for photos and autos, you don't have to print it. A lot of times they can scan it off your phone, but I'm always paranoid that it's going to be my turn for the photo or the auto. My phone's going to be dead or it won't connect to the internet to show it because I forgot to screenshot it. So I always will print it and have it like handy. Like even these from London, I still have the paper copies here, like just in case I print everything, right? So this Itoya in this size, 8.5 by 11, is perfect for photos and autos. Now, I got another one, this a 14 by 17. Now, this one's a pain in the ass to handle, but this big boy right here, and same thing, I got a bunch of stickers on there, right? But for this one, I got this for art prints that I picked up from Celebration. So every year they have like exclusive prints. So like this right here, it fits the prints like perfect. So I got this strictly for all the art prints, and it literally just fit in my suitcase. That way I could bring everything back. For certain prints like that, I don't really want to roll them up and put them in a poster tube because they're like some of the paper's a little bit thicker, different material. So that's why I like this bad boy. So when I go to Japan, I'm gonna have this with me and the smaller one and just have everything packed away nice, neat, nice and safe. Next is a Sharpie. I recommend having at least two color Sharpies on you, either a black and a silver, a black and a gold, or a silver and a gold. Always have two Sharpies on you. You never know who you're going to run into randomly at celebration or any events near it. So always have a Sharpie on you. So, for example, Anaheim celebration, I got out of a panel and literally everyone's cleared out, and I'm waiting for a friend that's using the bathroom. And Sam Whitwer is just standing there talking to somebody. So like literally, if I had a Sharpie on me, I could have went up and talked to him, maybe got an autograph. In Anaheim as well, we went to the Star Wars night, and John Fav and Dave Filoni walked right by me. I'm sitting down on like a little bench. They just walk right past me. And I was like, oh, like trying to get my phone out. Like, so you never know what situation you might pop in. Anaheim, I also remember we're walking early and Doug Chang just walked right by me. Like, if I would have had a pen, I would have had him sign my badge or something. So you never know. And at London, I didn't get to meet them, but Ty did. Ty ran into Dave Filoni and John Fav in the Celebration store on the Jedi VIP shopping night. So literally, moral of the story is you never know who you could magically run into at the most random spots. So you always want to be prepared just in case. So have some sort of Sharpie on you because you never know. Now you might not ever meet or run into anybody, but if you do and you have this on you, oh, you're gonna be so happy. So happy. All right. Now, this is more for like anyone who's doing a lot of like recording, filming, content creators, or maybe you just have a nice camera and you want to record your experience. Have extra SD cards. I almost forgot I already had one. So I have a drawer full of stuff and I already forgot that I already have one prepared because you never know. You don't want to like forget to clear your current SD card. Or sometimes with my camera, I'll put the SD card in and it wants to act funny and not read it and it not work. So you don't want to be in a situation where for some reason your one and only SD card isn't working or it's messed up or it's full and you forgot to clear it. So I definitely recommend if you are going to be recording, filming stuff, have an extra brand new dedicated SD card. Like you never know. So I have this ready and then also, I'm gonna get an external hard drive. Now I have one now, but it's almost full. But for Japan, I want to have two separate ones. That way, everything I film, record pictures of, I want to put it all on there and strictly have it on there with no issues for space or nothing like that. Because I have a feeling the 10 or 11 days I'm in Japan, I'm going to record a lot and take a lot of videos and pictures. So I'm going to have both of those brand new strictly for Japan like ready to go cuz I don't want anything to happen where my other hard drive is corrupted and it doesn't work or god forbid something like crazy like that happens. I'm grabbing this one for sure before I go. Again, links are down in the description, but you don't have to get this exact one. There's a million different external hard drives, but that's just something to keep in mind if you are going to be like recording, filming with the camera, even with your phone, transfer that stuff over. That way, nothing happens with that. Now, this is a very random one. And like, I wouldn't say this is a must, but this is for people who maybe don't have a lightsaber and are thinking about getting one because I don't know if Disneyland in Tokyo is going to have the Star Wars night while we're there and like the lightsaber meetup. Fingers crossed that they do. But for those of you that don't have a lightsaber and maybe want a cheap lightsaber to bring with you in case there is a Star Wars night or if there's a lightsaber meetup at the convention center or something like that, Theory Sabers starts at $89.99 for the saber with the blade, which that's a pretty good deal for a lightsaber. Now, a majority of the other sabers are like 250, 300, 500 if you want like Vader or Anakin or Dooku. But if you want a cheap entry level lightsaber, 89.99. I mean, you kind of can't go wrong at that price point. And if you use my code STITH66, you get another 10% off. So literally you would get this for 80 bucks. And it comes in a couple of different colors. So that's just something to keep in mind. I know my buddy Ricky ran into this issue when we went to Anaheim because I had, I think, like a Savi's Workshop lightsaber that I brought with me. He didn't have one. So last minute, he had to grab one because we got tickets to Star Wars night at Disneyland in Anaheim for the lightsaber meetup. So I know he grabbed one really quick, I think just off Amazon maybe. But that's just something to keep in mind if you guys did want a saber and at a pretty affordable price point. 89.99. Use code SIT66, save you 10%. Or if you want to splurge and treat yourself, this guy literally has everyone's saber on here. So you could kind of go through the site and literally Anakin, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, you got Luke, you got Maul. There's a lot. So definitely check it out. But the link for that value one is down in the description. All right, this is a random one, but I figure because I got this maybe last year. It's pretty new. But this is the luggage set that I got. And I wanted to show you this because I want to show you guys how I'm planning to bring my luggage to Japan and back because I have a feeling I'm gonna buy a lot of things over there. So I have this set, and literally every suitcase fits within each other. So I'm gonna pack my things in the middle one, my clothes, everything I want to bring, and then I'm gonna put that into the larger one, right? And then the smaller one, I'll pack maybe a few other things in there and an empty duffel bag. And then that'll be 2 suitcases right there because I'm planning on flying ANA Airlines, and you get 2 luggages each way. So there are my 2 luggages, and then I'll have, like, my backpack, carry-on, or whatever. That way, when I go to Japan, everything that I get, I'll be able to load up within 3 suitcases, plus the empty duffel bag that I brought in the smaller suitcase, and then on the way back, I'll check the 2 larger suitcases full of stuff, and then the duffel bag and the smaller suitcase could be my personal item and my carry-on, something like that. But that's just what I'm doing. You could use I mean, you might have a similar set, or maybe you're in the market and you need a new one. There's a million on here, like as you can see. So, get whichever one you like. But I have this particular one, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Filling up the middle one, stick it into the larger one, and then putting some stuff in the small one, empty duffel, good to go. Bam. So that's how I'm planning on bringing back a majority of my stuff from Japan. So I thought I'd just share that with you guys. So these over the head noise canceling headphones, I've been kind of eyeballing these for a while, but I'm like, I really don't need them. Like, I don't need them. I mean, they're not super cheap, right? But for Japan, I think I wanna get this, and maybe I'll wait till, like, Black Friday or something like that. But the reason I want this is I'm flying to Japan from Florida, and that's, like, 18 hours worth of flights. That's a long time in an airplane. I have AirPods, they have noise cancellation, but after, like, 2, 3 hours, 4 hours of AirPods in your ear crammed, it's not that comfortable. I wanna be comfortable. So, I might get some bad boys like this just to have on the airplane. That way I could just be comfortable for longer periods, help block out all the noise so I could sleep because the flight is it's 18 hours. That's wild. So these are the ones that I'm probably gonna get. I know a buddy of mine, Chris the Nerd Dad, I believe he has these and he loves them. But like I still didn't pull the trigger because I'm like, I'm not gonna use it that much. But for Japan, for that flight there and back, I think it might be very useful and worth it. So again, there's a million different noise canceling headphones. I mean, you could grab whatever you like. There's ones for like 40 bucks. But that's just something to keep in mind, especially if you're like me and you just have AirPods. After a few hours, that could get annoying in the ear. So next is this little coin purse right here. So I know for Japan, there's a lot of vending machines, a lot of those gotcha like coin machines where you get little figures. So I'm gonna have a lot of coins on me in Japan for those reasons. So I already got mine in. I got this army green one, but I got this because it's not too big, right? And I can just load it up with coins. I can hang it from my belt or my backpack. That way it's quick access because I know I'm gonna be getting a lot of like the little figurines from the machines, and like there's like food and drinks in machines too, which is crazy. So I grabbed this. There's a bunch of different options, and again, like you don't have to get that style. There's a million different little coin purses, coin bags, but that's something to keep in mind because there are a lot of vending machines in Japan. So something like this might be useful. And the minute I saw this, I'm like, that's perfect. It's not too big. I could load it up with coins. That way, all these machines I could go nuts on. Next is just a simple passport holder. This is the one that I got. I've had this for like since 2018. So super convenient. It's like that RFID blocking, right? Super cheap, but like definitely recommend getting something like this to keep it safe. And like, like when you get your luggage sticker at the airport, like I keep stuff like that in here. You can have cards in here, cash, yada, 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 but definitely some sort of passport holder because I know a majority of us that are going to be going to Japan Celebration are going to need our passports. So that's just something to keep in mind. Whether you have one or you don't, make sure you have one for your passport. Next is this small umbrella. So I don't know if I have this exact one. I think the one I got was from like Walgreens, but like something like this, small, because you don't want to load your backpack up with too many things, and it's like heavy. You know what I mean? So like a small little one like this, because I believe it rains a decent amount in Japan, or even if it doesn't, it wouldn't hurt just in case, just to have one on you. So that's something to keep in mind. Whether you already have an umbrella, bring it just in case, or like this small portable one. And the last thing I got is for all you pin collectors that are gonna be going for different various pins at Celebration, is just the metal pin backs. I always bring a brand new tin of these with me to every celebration because those little rubber backs for the pins, they kinda suck. Well, I guess it depends how you display your pins, but when I have them on my backpack, I feel like if you rub up against something the wrong way, they kinda just pop off, like, a lot more easier than these do. So I always swap out all my celebration pin rubber backs with these metal ones. So that's just a little something to keep in mind. Maybe grab this whatever color you want. There's gold, there's silver. But if you are a big pin collector like I am, it wouldn't hurt to have this on you to swap out those pins to keep them secure, whether you put them on your backpack, on your lanyard, or wherever you display your pins. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you guys. A lot of the stuff you might know, maybe you're like, oh man, that's a great idea. I'm going to get that. So you guys let me know in the comments what from this video was something new you didn't think of that you're thinking about getting, or was there anything I missed that I should have mentioned? Drop it down below and then check out this video next.